Hey everyone, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to turn 13 of Pokemon Gold, where we are playing Cameron the Photographer, God of Cyanwood City. I have seen the turn. It's probably our first really mixed turn. So far, we've had pretty good luck. This is bad-ish luck, but we'll see. So we do have a battle in Ministra where we attacked Viridian City. So let's go ahead and watch this. So, we've got a very big army, and basically they've just got province defense. So, we cast Divine Blessing, and our wall of Machokes runs forward and destroys everything. Wonderful, right? Well, what? What happened here? Who died? Oh no. Let's jump back into that battle real quick and see. Let's focus in on what happened, right? I know exactly what happened, but so we've got right here in our formation, we've got Chuck's wife, the Prophet, and Decent Leader 1. And we go boop, boop, boop. Divine Blessing. And dead. From this son of a bitch. Right here. Giraffarigs. And I've said it multiple times, right? These guys are incredibly dangerous. The Psychic is a very long range, high precision attack. Normally, though, it's not that big of a problem. Doesn't typically do 21 damage. Okay, so we can pop into our unit overview here, and we can see Chuck's wife dead. So the magic penetration roll, that's kind of to be expected. We have low magic resistance. We're normally going to get hit by things like this, right? But this damage roll was just crazy. 13 base is fine, but a 15? Ow! So Chuck's wife had 19 health. This just rolled wonderfully to one. The fact that the Giraffarigs targeted Chuck's wife out of all of the options that it could target, right? Could have targeted Decent Leader. Could have targeted any of the prodigies, right? Nope, targeted Chuck's wife. Fantastic. Okay, so that sucks. That sucks horribly. But we'll get to that. We have a battle in Debrithia, and this is our new Machampion leading a force of, well, a bunch of prodigies, right? So he's going to throw out a Divine Blessing. We've got a bunch of volleys. This is probably going to go decently okay. Hey, we got that. We got that Growlithe. Oh, nice. So they hit the wall of Machops, and we're getting pretty good targets from our Glaceons and our Vaporeons, which is good. The Vaporeons have very good aim, right? +5 precision on these attacks, and they already have 12 precision, so they normally hit pretty well. It's the Glaceons that are kind of like all over the place. So not too bad. It looks like we're kind of bowling over this. We've got a bunch of undead to deal with, but with our Machampion being a Priest 3, right? There's not really much of a chance of undead being too big of a deal for it. Let me grab this. Looks like the volume is up a bit. So what did we lose? We actually didn't lose anything. That's amazing. Good shit. And we took Debrithia. We had an unexpected event in Hobergdorf where we just lost a province. we have Oh, people have tired of your oppressive rule. We have order scales. We have luck scales, and the people have tired of our oppressive rule, and we've lost a province. Ah, damn it. The saving grace to this, right, is that Hoburgdorf was not an amazing province that we just absolutely had to have, and it is inside of our territory, so we will be able to claim it without too terribly much of a rush. And then we actually had, this is very nice for us, we had 15 Prodigy White Belts promoted in Ministra, which means almost all of our White Belts are now Blue Belts, which is great. What's not great is that we have no way to bless them, you know? So that's bad. Oh, shit. And, okay, so we have a lot of fighting power right now. We could move on to Viridian City's capital, but I brought the decent leader as an extra leader just in case, right, something happened. But if we lose this whole fighting force, we're not out of the game, necessarily, right? But we are definitely going to be hurting. So moving on to Viridian City is gonna be extremely dicey. I think we would probably win a fight, right? Depending on what they pull out. But not being able to bless my troops, right? Not being able to give them the resistances or the defense boosts or anything like that that we have, right? We have a pretty big bless here, you know. That's a big deal. The counter though is if I don't move on Viridian, I give him time to work, basically, right? I give him time to try to come up with a solution to beat us. Also, he's got 40 freaking defense here. That's a whole lot of defense. So, as much as I don't want to do this, I think I'm actually going to be pulling Decent Leader back into Kunal here. We're going to leave a token force, 1 PD here, costs us 1 gold, whatever. And we're actually probably going to start moving Chuck up to Kunal to try to take over this mission. And we're going to take all of these Mareeps with us. That's the plan. So Chuck is going to head up to try to take over this force. We're going to send Juna up here to build a lab, right? Vikasa is gonna keep site searching. Okay, so here's another really interesting thing, right? So very mixed bag so far. Lost a leader, slowed our momentum, lost a province randomly, but gained a province, right? Gained a throne. And it's the throne of the First Age. How freaking wacky is this? Our major deficiency is our magic resistance, and we get the magic resistance throne. That's amazing, right? So that means our bless is now going to give us magic resistance +4. So all of these guys, which are 7 right now, their base is 8, right? But that's going to be a +4, so that's going to be a 12 at base. Right after our bless, of course, affected by magic skills from there. So that's actually significantly better, right? That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I'm really, really interested in that. So, Robodan is going to immediately claim the Throne of Ascension. We're going to get that on our bless, and that's going to be fantastic. Okay? What else do we have going on? Now, we have an Owl Quill and a Pokeball right here. Unfortunately, for once, we actually don't have, now that we're moving Juna, right, we don't have anyone to really put that Owl Quill on. So what I'm going to do is, and I didn't know this for the longest time, but if you put an owl quill, oh, I can't put it on, yeah, okay. If I forgot about that. If I put an owl quill on someone who doesn't have research normally, they can now research, right? So this guy can now do 6 research, right? Instead of doing an EV, which we will do. Oh, you can't research though. I thought you could. That's my bad. Okay. So we'll just summon allies. We'll pull back here. Come down this way. Probably going to continue forging Pokeballs. We're gonna need another one of these guys, I think. So, next turn, right, after we have claimed this Throne of Defense, right, or Throne of Defense, Throne of the First Age, we'll move Roboden over here to Kutakar, and we'll reinforce his force with whatever we have here, right? We'll send out Denethia to kind of take those. And she'll be able to reinforce his scenario. Actually, she'll probably have to move with him, right? Because he is capped out on his forces at the moment. So she'll probably have to take over. That's one of the bad things about these Machampions. Once they get some experience under them, their leadership goes up. So they're actually they're not better, right? They don't provide squad bonuses or allow you to do, but the amount they can carry does go up. So that's something to keep in mind. I think that's mostly it. We don't really have a whole lot that we can do this turn. Enchantment 4 we are coming up on. That'll get us Fighting Field. And then I think we're going to have to either go for Construction 4 or we're going to have to go for like Alteration 3. Probably Construction 4 Alt 3. And then maybe start producing Machampions to Thug. That's it for now. All right. Unfortunately, I think that is going to be it for this turn. Had a couple of fortunate events, had a couple of unfortunate events going on here. So, what is the province defense? It's actually Giraffarigs. Ooh. Oh, man. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up a second. What do we got? What are we recruiting over here? Okay, hear me out. 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 Giraffarigs are freaking crazy. Even just 4 of these things can put a world of hurt down on an enemy, right? Psychic and Psybeam both really are quite devastating attacks. If I reinforce this, I'm trying to see how many it would take to get to 5. You know? If I reinforce this, and I just sit here and patrol instead. I'm not sure that he can really push me off with like Giraffarigs like holding there. These 5 Giraffarigs are going to be extremely difficult to deal with when they're supported with other things. So I think we're going to do that. That's going to kind of elongate the scenario, but I think this is actually going to hold this position a little bit better. So we're not really losing ground as much. So we'll go with that. That's kind of this is a bit dicey. Normally I am very against, like, obviously he has bumped up his province defense here, right? Normally I am pretty against PD dumps. This is kind of one of those scenarios where I'm like, but Giraffarigs. I'm almost to the point to where I'm like, I could chunk these guys. How much could I get in here? Oh my god, I could make this place hell to try to take back. 8 Giraffarigs? Alright, this is not something I normally do. And I don't know that I'm super excited about it. I'm kind of apprehensive about doing something like this. But I'm totally going to do this. I'm totally going to do a PD dump here. We're going to get 8 Giraffarigs. That's the big point, right, is the 8 Giraffarigs. All the rest of this is just chaff, right? But 8 Giraffarigs and all of these prodigies, I don't think there's a way he takes it with any army that he has right now. I don't think there's a chance in hell. So, and that'll give me time to get Chuck over here, reinforce appropriately, you know, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I need to do this. This is going to be the first one in hopefully a long line of and it doesn't, so to my knowledge, it doesn't matter what anyone is doing with their Pokeball as long as they're just in a province. So now this Battle Girl X has a chance of capturing a fire Pokemon, a small, normal, or fire Pokemon each month. So we'll see how that goes. All right, that is going to be it for this turn. I will see you all next time. Peace.